Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 as Real Madrid. It's been about a week since we actually last played. I have been a little bit busy and I've been doing the Cheltenham challenge on BetBright. I've actually done a couple of roundup videos on how I got on with that one, but I had to take a couple of days after that because I kind of sickened myself of the game. I had to play the game pretty intensively to compete in that, and I played about 44 hours of game time within a 3-day window, so I really did sicken myself on the experience. But we've been away for too long. I have been missing the save a little bit, so we're back today against Alaves, and as you can see, Osasuna have beaten Atletico Madrid. If you look at the table, Atletico Madrid are now 18 points behind us and we have a game in hand. Excuse me. So if we win today, we're guaranteed to finish above Atletico Madrid with still 7 games left in the season. We're pretty much champions. I mean, we're 17 points clear of Barcelona as well, so we'd have to lose like all of the remaining games. But still, we have a job to do in seeing out the season here. Let's see, we're playing. I'll just kind of refresh myself a little bit on the team here. I'd like to get Rugani in. He's playing well, so we'll put him in there. Varane will come off for Vallejo as well, so we put him in there. Just trying to refresh myself on everything. Zika actually needs to play a couple of games, so he can start for Gaia. Let's have a little look. Asensio can actually come in for Isco. James Rodriguez is injured at the moment. Berardi can start ahead of Gareth Bale. I think that's pretty much it for what I want to do just now, and I'll put Origi in for Morata as well. Modric still has a little bit of fitness to get back, but I suppose we can team him up with Kovacic, who'll play the deep line playmaker. So I'm going to go with this team today. Pretty much getting some lads some game time at the end of the season. We have Shakhtar still to come in the Champions League, and then we get a draw against our next opponents. I believe we won 5-2 away in Ukraine, so we're definitely going to be going through in the Champions League. Okay, so they're playing this sort of formation with this Davison up top still. He was a bit of a pest before. I'm going to try and tightly mark him and close him down. I'm not familiar with this other guy. He's pretty damn slow, although he could be a big lad. Let's check. No, he's not particularly big and he's pretty slow, so we can tight mark him too, close him down, go in hard and show him onto the weaker foot. They don't have any wide men that need any attention, so we can just move on. We'll tell the team pick up where they left off, and we'll give the defenders a little bit of a boost there. Okay, so here we go. Proceeding into the game now. It's been a long time since the team's actually played. We're playing on pretty slow highlights here. I'll move it up a little bit. So Modric taking it down on his chest as we pinch the ball early doors. Nice to see. As I say, we're pretty much guaranteed the league title. We've played exceptionally well this season, and Barcelona have played pretty poorly. Modric with a corner now, our first chance of the game. It's played away by Turin. Modric floats it back in. Rugani can't get the header because he is fouled, and it will be Cristiano Ronaldo to step up. He's had a stormer of a season, Ronaldo. Absolutely amazing. He's only got a couple more seasons left in him, so it's excellent to see him still performing at this level. He could drop further back and maybe be a midfielder or something in his later years, but I'm not 100% sure how long. Oh, and he's missed the penalty. He's missed a couple of penalties actually, but you know, he's made up for it with his other goals and his other play, but not too concerned about the game. We should still win the game. As they look to launch it over the top, but Rugani cuts it out. Now Asensio spreading it out to Carvajal, who will lose it. Can't be getting countered here. That is their one chance in the game, really. Modric to Kovacic. He skips by one. He slips it to Asensio. Slips it to Origi. And he smashes it home. The youth combining there. Brilliant play. Delighted with Asensio getting the assist there. And Origi's 15th goal of the season. I've been very pleased with how he's done this season, actually. We brought him in as a backup striker because we winced at the price tags that teams were wanting for more experienced strikers. And he's done the business. So Asensio now out wide to Zika, who I still hope can become a sort of lightweight Marcelo as backup to Jose Gaia. But the break is on now. Launched over the top. Vallejo cuts it out well, but it will come back to Mattiello. I actually like him. I believe he's Italian right back, bought from Juventus. Rugani cuts out his ball, plays it to Keylor Navas. Plays it long towards Origi, and there's a foul. I wonder if he's elbowed him or something. Yep, he's getting a red card for an elbow. Just take on some refreshments there. Asensio spreading it to Carvajal. Carvajal puts it in. Berardi, nice touch. He's put it wide. Disappointing. I'm going to shift Berardi into central midfield as we continue our experiment to try and make him a roaming playmaker. Started him on the right today in his preferred position just to try and get him some game time, but we are 1 up and we are playing against 10 men. Come on, say we're still 1 up. Okay, and away it goes. Kovacic losing it though. This Marine guy might be worth a look. He's looked pretty good today. Kovacic has pinched it now though, plays it to Asensio, helps it on quickly, but Mattiello cuts it out. Vallejo will start us off from the back, spreads it out to Carvajal, lots of room on this right hand side. Acres actually for Carvajal, he picks out Kroos, to Modric, to Asensio, so easy for us, to Origi. Zika now, should have looked for Ronaldo there, he's pinged it back in for Kovacic. Can he smash one? He can, and it's a good save by Pacheco. He's done very well there. Former Real Madrid goalkeeper. Whipped in by Kovacic. I think he's the former Real Madrid goalkeeper anyway. Is it Fernando Pacheco? Yeah, I think it is. It's been a good first half. Completely dominant. I'm going to tell them we're happy. I'm not going to warn them against complacency. They should be professional enough to do the job. As I say, Berardi will go into the middle for Modric, see if we can make him that roaming playmaker. It's still a bit of an experiment at this point. I'm going to bring Bale on. And I think that's it. Nobody's really needing a rest. We'll bring Carvajal off actually. He's dipped below the 80% mark. And let's just proceed. So Kovacic now trying to get forward. Roaming forward. He's looking an excellent player. He's almost ready, I think, to take over for Modric. He's looked very, very capable when he's got game time. And he actually has the highest pass percentage rate in the team this season. I think he's got 91% pass accuracy. So Zika whipping it in and Pacheco gets it. Is Zika right footed actually? That's a bit of a strange one if he is. Zika. He is right footed and he's a left back. That's weird. Okay. That's a bit weird. But Pacheco with the ball now. Lobs it forward. Easy for Vallejo to deal with. Asensio now beats one, plays it out to Zika. Helps it to Ronaldo. Ronaldo losing it to Manu. He's looked really, really poor today, Ronaldo, after me bigging him up so much. Out wide to Marine. Trying to get forward now. Losing it to Danilo. Good play. Asensio helps it on to Origi. Takes a touch. Plays it to Ronaldo. And there he is. There he is. That's the real Cristiano Ronaldo with his 36th of the season. In real life that would probably be below his regular numbers, but for the game he's doing exceptionally well. Mattiello tripping Zika there, who's done pretty well today, and Manu whips it in for them. We should be able to deal with it. We don't deal with it. Ronaldo eventually launches it. Origi can't quite pick it up. Manu plays it to Torres. Torres now going back the way. It's been a pretty exciting game today. Daverson can't get it, but it breaks to Alexis. Nicked by Kovacic. Origi to Ronaldo and Asensio and Bale. Can he find Origi? No, he's racing on himself. Out wide to Danilo. Crossing it in. Cleared away pretty easy. It's a poor ball by Danilo there. He's completely covered in muck there as well. Zika now just play it down the line. There you go to Ronaldo. Great first touch. Got to whip it here. And Origi can't get there. Ronaldo whips it back in. And Origi with the simplest finish. Could have finished that one myself. 16 goals this season for Origi. And it's definitely game over in the title race. There is no way Barcelona catch us. Not that they would have anyway. We've been miles ahead for a long period of time. Ronaldo is going to come off now for Morata. And we'll switch Origi out wide left. I want to play him out there more, sort of experiment with his versatility. He's mainly been playing as a striker and he's disappointed when he's came off the left. So I'd like to see him pick up some goals from the left. As Asensio whips the corner, Danilo flicks it on, Bale down for Morata and he's missed, and Berardi pokes it home for his 6th goal of the season. I think he's scored 2 or 3 goals from this roaming playmaker position, so do you know what? I think he can do it. I definitely think he can do it. He plays better in there than he does out in the right, and it's still saying he's completely unconvincing in that position. But I think we press on with that experiment. I think we try and retrain him in there still. Even though it seems to think he can do advanced playmaker instead of roaming, I want a roaming playmaker in there. That suits my tactic more, with one roaming and one deep lying. And Bale pings it out wide, and it is a 4-0 routine victory for us to get us back from our little break. That's secured us qualification for the Champions League, which obviously is not what we're after. We're after the title, which we will win now. Guardiola was spotted at the Bernabeu. What was he doing there? He was looking at Dani Carvajal, which he's definitely not going to, who he's definitely not going to sign. Little look at this. Barcelona will play tomorrow against Valencia. Let's check their result, and we're also motored ahead to the Shakhtar game. Good training from Rugani apparently. Yep, still his numbers are going up. He's 23 now, so he's not going to explode, but he's still going to get a bit better. Marian Prince is now 18, and he's still I mean, there's a rocket strapped in this boy's back. What a player he is. He's going to be exceptional. And Ishak here, likewise, training so well. So well. He's got a ways to come on, but he is training exceptionally well, and he'll be able to play the left back position, I think, after Jose Gaya moves on. Still quite a lot of years though. And Barcelona win 3-0 against Valencia, so that's pretty much par for the course. We expected them to do that. We'll get ready for the Shakhtar game. Which we will play momentarily. Let's just continue to it. So we will be playing Shakhtar Donetsk momentarily. Some player recruitment advice. What is this? Dybala and Ronaldo. Oh, so we can get Ronaldo to have a word with Dybala. I know, Ronaldo's going to have a word in the press about how good it would be to play with Dybala. That's pretty cool actually. Well, let's get some scout reports and all the rest of these guys. It'd be interesting having all of them in the side. So, let's just go through this one and we will see off, hopefully, Shakhtar. We're going to play young Prince in goals in this one. And I think I'm just going to go with the same side. In fact, I'm going to do a little experiment. Modric out for Bale, and we're going to drop Berardi into that position. He can play the whole game there. As I say, we do have a 5-2 lead from the first leg, so they need to bag at least 4 goals without reply here. Really don't see that happening somehow. They're playing very narrow as well. Kovalenko we can actually mark tightly, and Bernard actually, because he's playing on his own up there. I think they're going to get stomped actually playing this formation against us. Let's tell the boys to go down the flanks. So, be a good opportunity today to see how the lads get on in this one, especially how Berardi does in that position, how Zika gets on as well, and the goalkeeper. We want him to have a solid game and a Champions League clean sheet under his belt. He's going to be a star in the future, that boy, so I'd like to see him really build now. I'd like to get some confidence in him, because it does still feel like he's a young goalkeeper who... Oh, Ronaldo scores. Nice assist from Berardi, the playmaker there. But yeah, it still feels like he's a young goalkeeper who we can't really have much confidence in. It feels like we really need to protect him. And I'd like to feel more comfortable putting him in games in the league. But that'll come. That'll come. He's still just turned 18 years old. Maybe he could do with a loan. Maybe he could do with a loan next season, or maybe to go and play for the B team. I'm not certain. Goalkeeping recruitment is definitely something we want to do in the summer though. I want to get rid of Kiko Casilla and bring in a goalkeeper. Either a goalkeeper who's a better backup to Keylor Navas, or perhaps even a goalkeeper that competes for the number 1 shirt and pushes Keylor Navas to being a backup himself. But that'll come in the summer, as Vallejo plays it to Zika now. Down the line to Ronaldo. Back to Berardi. Berardi to Zika. He plays it to Berardi and Kovacic, and it's just excellent here, passing the ball around. Gareth Bale pings it out wide. We're toying with him here completely, in complete control. Zika losing it, but manages to get it back. Good ball down the line to Ronaldo. Ronaldo whips it in, and Bale finishes at 2-0. Easy, 7-2 aggregate. I'm a little concerned with Zika having to cut in on that right foot all the time. had I known that he was right-footed, perhaps I wouldn't have actually recruited him. Let's have a little look here. We're going to tell the lads we're very, very pleased because we've done very, very well today. Will we do Isco on for Asensio, or... Yeah, I don't think we need to make any changes. Let's just... In fact, we'll bring Morata on for Ronaldo. No need in Ronaldo still being out there. Origi can go wide and Morata can play up top. I like to get Origi and Morata on together because they're great players who are going to be the future of this side. So I do like to see them playing together. See if they can link up. Would be nice to see them doing that. Oh, and Origi's picked up a little bit of a knock there. Let's just get him off because we're well ahead. We're well in the lead here. Let's just put Asensio as a wide attacking playmaker there. 30 minutes remaining in the game. It should be simple, par for the course, routine stuff to see this one out, and then we'll see who we've drawn in the next stage, and we'll call it an episode there. It's been a good return episode for us. I suspected it would be. Two rather simple games at home where we could get some of the young lads some moments, some game time. A couple of bookings here which we're not entirely pleased with. And I'm going to give 15 minutes to Danilo there in space of Carvajal. The goalkeeper though, with that 7.6, I like that a lot. We haven't actually seen him do anything, but he must have been very confident with his distribution or something like that. We haven't seen him doing anything. He hasn't been involved in any important moments, but he's obviously had a very solid game as Asensio delivers it and it's headed away by the defenders. Alan Patrick trying to come forward with it now. Racing forward, away from Danilo. He's run the full length of the pitch to whip it in, and the goalkeeper fumbles it in. Of course he does. That's 2-1 there, and that completely takes the shine off his good rating as it's whipped in again, headed away. And are they going to get two late ones and stunners here? Nope, Kovacic is going to pick it up and clear. Easily picked up by Ismaili though, playing it to Kovalenko. Forward to Alan Patrick, who's been a complete nuisance. We'll need to take a look at him. Bernard, Tyson, it's in for Bernard, who'll hit it again, and it's beyond the goalkeeper again. 2-2, but it is only 7-4 on aggregate, so we're easily going to win this. About 5 minutes left in the game now. Really disappointed actually with how we've done the second half. 12-12 shot count. We were dominant in the first half, and we've completely let it slip. We went to sleep basically. I wouldn't expect to see this from a first string side if we'd been playing Modric and if we'd been playing Ronaldo for the full game, but it still disappoints me. Got to definitely, well, what did we tell them? I don't know what happened in the second half, but it was completely unacceptable. Yeah, we definitely tell them that. And we are into the semi-final now, so that will be drawn in a few days, so let's just motor on to that actually just now. We'll do that draw and we'll come back next time and play Real Sociedad. So a couple of teams here we want to be watching their results. I believe Benfica were there against Arsenal. We've got all our scout reports to do, so I'll go through these off screen and see if we want to pick anybody up. I don't think we do, really, looking at them, although Nadim Amiri's a very good player, and if you can unsettle him you can get him for like 15 million or so. So we'll definitely want to be having a look at him. And yeah, Benfica have actually knocked out Arsenal. Bayern Munich are also through, and the other team through is Manchester United, who have top goal scorer Zlatan Ibrahimovic, so we definitely don't want to be facing them. We obviously want to get Benfica, which would leave Bayern Munich versus Manchester United. Although the main team that anybody would want to be avoiding is actually ourselves, so we shouldn't fear anyone, but you know, I'd always prefer the path of least resistance into the final. So let's take the draw just now. And the first game will be played at the Allianz Arena as Bayern Munich play Manchester United. And Benfica will kick off at home against Real Madrid in the other semi-final. So we've got a relatively comfortable, should be a relatively comfortable game there. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this return episode. We will be seeing more episodes really, really quickly as I look to get back in full force after taking a little bit of time away. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time.